Welcome back. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how I gut load Karma's crickets. And gut loading is really just fattening the crickets so that they're more nutritious for your chameleon. Just jumping right into things. Let me explain to you everything first. I had this small cricket keeper. And in this cricket keeper you have these little tubes. I don't know if you'll be able to see. Can you see inside? Oh, you can see them moving around. Then the crickets you just throw in here and they climb in here. However, so I went to the reptile store and I was like, you know, I got a bigger cricket keeper because I was putting like 25 in there at a time, and then I was going to PetSmart or the reptile store to get crickets like every couple of days. So instead, I got this huge one that has 4 of these tubes, and I'm sure you can see. Oh, he's still there. I have a couple crickets left in this. This is full of like dead crickets, old stuff. We've had it for a while because Karma doesn't really eat when she's about to lay eggs. So I think I got these crickets about 2 weeks ago and they've lasted this long. So I'm gonna take the live crickets out and I'm gonna put them with these crickets so that they're out of the way and I can clean this without having to worry about wasting crickets that are still alive. So normally when you get them, they put them in a bag and they tie them like this. They tie it so that the air doesn't slip out because they need the oxygen. Cricket tip 101, if you leave them in your car for like 2 minutes in the AZ heat, they will get musty, crusty, steamy in here and they will start to die. And then you won't have crickets, so don't leave them in the heat for too long. So all I do is I pull out one of these things if there's crickets in it, which this one has a couple, and I shake them in there. No more. They're all out. And I'm going to check all of them. Okay, so after I've checked all the tubes, what I like to do is flip it over because they all kind of stay there. Just double checking one more time. Oop, there's one in here. And then if I want to reseal it, it's kind of gross, but I blow my air in here and grab it really fast. Now there's air in there, you can twist it. Hold this over, tie it. And now there's air in there again. Now I take out the little food trays. They look like this. And when you get an egg cart, they normally eat the egg cart. So if they ask you if you want an egg cart, just say yes. Okay, so I went and I washed this out. I keep saying flunkers. It's not flunkers. There's no N. I think it's called flukers. But I just scrubbed it with the flukers that I mentioned in one of my earlier videos. I'm drying it. Like I said, if you don't dry it, crickets will get musty, crusty, steamy, nasty. So just make sure you give everything like a nice wipe down. So there's 2 different things that I give them. I used to just give them this one, same thing, Flukers brand, calcium fortified. It provides crickets and other feeder insects with a safe, clean water source in convenient gel form. This easy-to-use formula eliminates many of the problems associated with traditional watering methods, such as the formation of deadly bacteria and loss through drowning. Plus, it offers a source of calcium for gut loading. Place a small amount of product in a shallow dish. Refill as needed. That's all you do for this. Now, I got this and they were eating it, but they were still dying. And they're going to die either way. They're freaking crickets. But I got this. It's called Cricket Care, and it literally, I'm telling you, if you give them both of these and you make sure that they're stocked up on them, they'll go through this a lot faster than they'll go through this, but they'll eat both of them and they last a lot longer, which means you don't have to buy them as often, or you don't have to go to the store and buy them. Well, I mean, you know, but when I say buy them as often, it's because they die really fast. They die within a couple of days if you don't give them the proper care before giving them to your chameleon or whatever you're feeding. I don't know, whatever else eats crickets. Is I just open this, pour about that much in there. And I got 51 crickets today because if you go to PetSmart and get your crickets, they do them by like how many you get. So if you get more, I think it's like 51 to 75, they're 13 cents. If you do 75 to 100 or whatever, they're like 13 cents. The cricket care says add small food amount to shallow food dish and crickets container, provide water in separate shallow dish. But I don't have to do that because I give them that like gel stuff. And then it just says crickets are an important food for insect eating reptiles and amphibians. Like crickets, so for reptiles must eat a healthy diet in order to provide reptiles with the nutrients that they need. Crickets sold in stores are often underfed and are fed poor quality foods that lack essential nutrients. This provides a gut load with essential nutrients for the optimum health of crickets and the reptiles that eat them. The particles are finely ground for crickets of all sizes. That's why I hated to read and scold, because I would get nervous and I would mess up, and when I would mess up, I was just thinking about how bad I messed up and it freaking freaked me out. So anyways, same thing. Just pour in. I normally do about that much and then I refill as needed because it's a smaller bottle and I don't want to waste it, even though they normally eat it all. And then I don't really worry about them jumping out because I normally don't jump that high. So then I just remove the tie. Oh no, actually that's a lie. I normally get scissors because I don't like dealing with the tie. See, I got it with the egg crate, and they're also going to eat the food, or I don't know if they eat the egg crate, but there's been times where I don't put any food in there and they just eat the egg crate. And then you're good to put the lid back on. And make sure you put the lid on because these dudes will get out. They have no shame. And that's what I do to gut load my crickets. You don't have to gut load your worms. Oh, so the worms. We didn't know you could buy the worms by, I think he said it's $1. No. I can't remember how much it is per worm, but you could get the worms on their own, or you could get like 100 for 12 bucks, I think, from the reptile store. So we just got a buttload. And then he said you could keep them in your cricket keeper. He gave me a little tiny bit of sand. We've had these for a while and they're all still kicking. They're all still alive. And they're easy to just get with tongs. So if they're not crawling in here, which they normally do. But if they're not, you could get your tongs, throw them in their dish, and you got a buttload of freaking worms. I didn't know you could buy them in bulk like this and just keep them in a thing. I thought you had to buy them in the container they came in. I don't know, I guess I never really thought about it, but they also eat these things called, oops, sorry wormies. They also eat these things called hornworms. I'll try to get them for you next time. They're super hydrating for them, so I might get Karma some. But they grow really fast. They're little blue worms and they get really fat. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope you learned how to gut load some crickets, whether you have a reptile or not. It's actually really easy. I want to make my next video about Karma is going to be how I feed her and what her vitamin schedule is, because you have to give them vitamins and you can only give them to them like a certain amount a week, and then some you have to give every day. It's a lot for a chameleon. Thank you for watching this video. I'm going to try to get that video up next. That's going to be the next video I upload of Karma. So I hope you enjoyed this one. I hope you watch my next one. If you liked it, please give it a thumbs up so I know you liked it. Subscribe if you would like. And follow me on Instagram at my regular page or my hair page. Bye.